Hey, beautiful heart. What's vibing today? All right, let's jump in. Let's see what we've got going on in this energy. We are retrograde free. What? Could feel a little unsettling as things are starting to move faster now that retrograde season has been completed. We are moving fast towards a supermoon coming up in the next 7 days. So yeah, energy is still going to be high. So I'm all about teaching you about the energy and how to work with the energy versus working against it. All right, the wall, number 56, obstacles. How are you viewing the obstacles? What is your inner dialogue about the obstacles? Therefore, the inner dialogue leads to the outward dialogue. What are you saying about these obstacles? If you're one of the ones that are having challenges and obstacles and you're running around telling everybody about them, bet your bottom bippy you're going to have more obstacles to talk about. Number 20, feast a plenty, choices and their consequences. What did I just say? Keep your mind on the obstacles and how there is struggle. This always happens, yada, yada, yada. Guess what? You're going to get more of those. If you look at these obstacles and you don't gaslight yourself, you don't spiritually bypass yourself, but you look at the obstacles and say, okay, I have these challenges going on in my life right now. They are the appearance. I know where my attention goes, my energy flows. I know I'm the creator of my life. What I think about, I bring about. Why? Because first you have a thought, then you have a feeling that matches it. Where your attention goes, so if your thoughts are on the struggle, on the person, or on all of that, that's where your energy is. Your energy will drop to match that. It's not that we don't have obstacles in our life. It's those of us that aren't ruled by our obstacles. They're no longer throwing us around. We've changed our perception. Sorry guys, I've already had almost 3 cups of coffee this morning. Normally I'm a 1-cupper and done. But it is Monday, so I'm tripping up all over my words. The more you think about the struggle and bringing up all that old energy, you bring up that those feelings with it that have consistency and momentum in your life. This part of the journey, you are literally trying to change that consistency and momentum. Literally, what you're choosing to think about, feel, and speak about, that's what's happening. Number 38, many masks, the authentic self. You guys have been hearing me say for 2023, it's about authenticity. It's about accountability. To be truly accountable, you have to be authentic. For those that are choosing not to be authentic this year, accountability and exposure is coming. I'm speaking globally. Yes, I'm speaking mass consciousness, and those energy workers, light workers, those on the 5D dimensional plane, however you want to say it, you're not being authentic. It's going to get really uncomfortable. Many of you have been getting the signs, messages, and the calls to be authentic, but you're still pulling back or resisting that. That's why things are getting more intense. That's why you're uncomfortable. You're being pushed to come out of that comfort zone. Magic happens outside of the comfort zone. Magic happens when you're authentic. We don't want mask magic. We don't want mask manifestations. What are mask manifestations? Manifestations that we manifest from our little self, from ego, from wearing those masks. Those are more lessons. They're more karmic, more obstacles and stuff for you to deal with. Get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself. This is about self-responsibility. This is going to come out how it's going to come out. But you have that choice in every moment. Are you going to play the victim or are you going to play the victor? If you want to keep playing the victim, keep wearing that mask. Do not take it off. You want to be the victor, you need to drop that mask and you need to stand up in your authenticity. That causes a great deal of vulnerability. It's a completely different vulnerability than you're used to. This year is all about the divine feminine, allowing that to come back out. And look, number 6, cosmic womb, the divine feminine. The divine feminine is within all of us. I don't care what physical garment you have. If you have an innie or an outie, that doesn't matter. I'm speaking energy. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy. Masculine is intellect. Feminine is the emotional body. The mask that we've worn, all the stuff we learned in the Matrix, is to cover over the divine feminine. You have reached a point in your journey. You cannot hide that anymore. She is coming out. She is coming out. She's coming out. She is coming out. This, what you've been going through has brought up a lot of obstacles, but the obstacles are here so you can literally see them in a new perspective and change your beliefs. Your beliefs are what create the things in your life. So if you don't like what is going on in your life, you have to change your beliefs. You could spiritually bypass that. You could resist it. You could say whatever you want and stay behind the mask. Go ahead. You keep doing that, you're going to get more obstacles. You're not going to move out of this magician in reverse energy. Look, starting out with the 10 of Swords. Thinking about the obstacles, the struggles, what was, how you want change, but you don't want that coming into, you don't want the old, yet all your attention is on the old. You're speaking old ways. You are in judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, and shame. Those backhanded side comments that you do to other people because you don't have the wherewithal to speak truth. But you want to project onto them or point the blame on them or say it's because of them, you might as well turn off now because I'm going to trigger the fuck out of you and you are not going to be happy. But here's the thing. For those of you that I am triggering and you know it's what you need to hear, these triggers are always about your growth. It's not about anything else. But altered ego doesn't want to hear it. You're not showing love. You're not showing love to yourself or anything else. You're in the 5 human habits showing that. I know for sure there's at least 5 of you. This part of the message is for you and it's heading home. The rest of you hang tight. I'm getting to you. These are general readings, guys. These are not personal readings. So if you feel called out, if you feel this is a personal reading or what have you, then, you know, that's something for you to work with. This is general. So the whole reading most likely is not going to resonate with you. It's not designed to do that. If it does, all the more. It's obviously your message. Certain bits and pieces can register with you or resonate. You take it how it fits for you. The Ace of Cups, yeah. There is some stagnancy going on. There is a lot of the old toxic human energy coming out. It's what you're thinking about. That's what as much as you're trying to walk away from it, it's following you because you're in a same pattern, a same programming. It all boils down to a belief that you have. Nobody could come in and change your beliefs except for you. You get to decide what they are. Yeah, you've got the 10 of Pentacles on your mind. That's what you want. But to be able to manifest that, you've got to drop the mask. You've got to drop your old perception about these obstacles. You got to drop the gaslighting, the spiritual bypassing, just the lies, the deception that you're doing to yourself. Looking outside of you, whether it's an excuse or whatever, putting value outside of you on other people, how they think, feel, react, whatever, as to if your life is going good or not going good. Don't be a fool. That is foolishness. That is immaturity. It's excuses to stay stuck, to stay small, stay behind the mask. And guys, I'm not saying this in judgment. If that's where you're at and you're not ready to grow, honor that, recognize that, acknowledge that, be okay with that. That's how you don't spiritual bypass. That's literally just saying, hey, I know what I need to do. I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm still working some things out. How do you work things out? You work them out through the obstacles, what you think and feel about the obstacles. The keys literally are in your hands. Some of you may not fully be ready to take that leap of faith. That's okay. For those of you that are, you're jumping right into your 9 of Cups. What's holding back your 9 of Cups? Because it's there. You're just not in a vibrational alignment with it yet. Why? Because you're still back at the 4 of Cups and all the disappointment and what you lost. And oh, how intense it is, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, it's intense because you keep your focus on it. All you gotta do, turn around, see it differently. Yeah, let me get some of my YCal cards. What is going on? Who let altered ego out? Who let it out? Put it back, put it back. Guys, here's another pro tip. When altered ego is screaming and getting louder and pushing you to say things, do things, feel things a certain way, stop and realize, ask yourself, am I at this part in my journey where I'm getting close to what I want? This pattern keeps coming up. The closer I get to achieving my goal or having what I want, all hell breaks loose. If so, ask yourself, are you speaking to people about what's coming in, what you want to happen? You are robbing yourself of your own pearls. I say yes to life and life says yes to me. Some of you need to be saying that on the daily. But when we say yes to life, we are literally saying that I am on record every day that yes, what I want to manifest, where my intentions are, because I know my intentions are power, and I will magnetize to me what I feel. When your manifestations start coming in, so the rest of you may be in this bucket, your manifestations are coming in. So now that could be a bit overwhelming. If you start getting into the thought process, the analytics of it all, be careful. This is where you self-sabotage and talk yourself out. Why? Because that's what altered ego does. Be very careful of the opinions that you have. Why? Opinions bind you to what you opine. Opinions aren't truth. They literally are beliefs you keep thinking and believing are true. You can change it at any time. This energy, you are being called to look at every belief you have and to allow yourself to change them. All right, beautiful heart. I hope this helped. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. If you want a private session with me, all that information is in the description box below. Namaste. Bye-bye.